My name is Nirmala Chopra. I'm a scientist and I worked in the Department of Health for 25 years. The last job that I had in the government in health was in the area of medical devices. I used to be in head of pre-market review.
Our bosses were telling us to pass products of questionable safety. She was the very first person to take issue with the silicone breast implant.
There was a lot of pressure from the companies, from the corporations to pass these things without doing a very hard review, because there was a lot of money involved in that.
She was removed from that job, sent somewhere else temporarily. During that period, she met a very serious accident.
And she's been through some, really horrible things. She's been hit by a car, and that was a traumatic thing for her. I can't remember how many years ago, probably 20-something years ago. And that had a really disastrous effect on her career and whatnot, which was something that was very important.
Over the past few years, I don't know what it is about my mother, but she has flirted with disaster several times, okay? She went to India, she was at Ahmedabad one time. This is a few years back. And there was a massive earthquake, killed 100,000 people. Couldn't get a hold of her for 2 or 3 days. She was staying with her sister. And for you to be watching television and seeing a place that Ahmedabad, and that your mother is there, and not even know that, she's buried under rubble or something. Finally, after 3 or 4 days, we managed to get word from them, and everything was okay. But I didn't enjoy that experience, I have to say. Then a couple of years later, maybe even the next year she went back, there was a huge riot in Ahmedabad. But it was very intense, and again we're reading in the news and she's there, and it was again very unnerving.
About 4 years ago, I had what is called Guillain-Barré syndrome. What it really is, it's an affliction that happens that you lose all your motor movements. So I lost all my motor movements. I couldn't walk. I couldn't wear my buttons. I couldn't pick up things. What happens, it depletes the myelin sheath around your nerve endings, and you lose all that motor movement.
To see her in that bed with, her face was very numb on one side, so one side of her cheeks was hanging down and so on, was very unnerving for all of us. Other people have had this syndrome, Guillain-Barré syndrome, and have never got out of the bed again.
Throughout the time that I was in the hospital, and so many of the people would tell me to take painkillers, I refused to take painkillers because I felt that I wanted my body to be feeling the pain in order to recover.
She had actually changed a medication which likely led to that Guillain-Barré syndrome. So there was no way in the world she was going to go back and take any other kind of prescription drugs, whether it was painkillers or anything else.
It was really painful what I went through, really, really painful. I almost lost my life. Well, it is not that one chooses not to take medicines. Of course, you should take medicines when they are needed and required. But there are a lot of medicines that people are taking nowadays which are not required. They are not needed. You can get better without that. And I think there is too much overprescription of medicines going on.
I mean, when doctors are telling you, no, you should, but you still say, no, I'm not going to because I know what put me here. That's a hard thing to just come up with and fight through. But again, that's pure will and determination that got her there. Right?
To recover and pick up her life all over again, she developed many, many interests.
People ask me, how did you really deal with it? And all I can say is, somewhere if you ask for it, you get the strength to deal with it. And when you get that strength, you use that strength, and the strength is in the mind.